And we are live.
Hello.
We are much more live than the Minnesota Vikings offense.
Thanks for joining us early, Bob.
Yeah, Bob has been waiting. So we're glad Bob was here. All right, it was another disaster of a football game. There's no way to sugarcoat this at all. Nothing great.
I'll sugarcoat it a little bit with a little bit of my offense stuff. I actually liked the way Brosmer looked when he was throwing the ball and how he handled himself. This did look like a rookie quarterback in his first game with receivers that he's not used to playing with. It's, underthrown Addison, underthrown Naylor, underthrown Jefferson, guys who have a different speed in a game than they do in practice. The only guy who he threw consistently to was Hockenson. And I feel like Hockenson only has one speed. Well, maybe two. Slow and as fast as he can go.
Right. Well, we're already in the Dan's segment. We're going to keep it moving tonight. So we're almost in a 2 minute drill. A lot of rookie quarterbacks will look to their tight end when they don't know what else to do. So which of his 4 bad throws did you like best then of those 4 interceptions? My favorite was falling down from the 10-yard line
and
with
throwing
nothing better to do but flip it underhand right into the DB's arms for an 85-yard pick six. Yeah, that was my personal favorite.
That was beautiful. He threw a touchdown pass
as he was going down.
He should have one interception, like an interception for that, but he should also get credit for the TD.
Right?
I haven't yelled that loud all season about something so stupid and ridiculous as I did that play.
Yeah.
I thought the play call was bad. The decision to throw it was worse.
He's not great.
Here's my thing is that I think Brosmer could actually be better than JJ. For the pure sense of
wait a second.
Say that again. Straight into the fire in Seattle against one of the hardest places to play as someone coming into Seattle, as a team coming into Seattle, is their stadium is loud. The 12th man thing and everything they have going on. It is hard for any quarterback to come in, let alone a rookie quarterback who's really not had a whole lot of work with the first team offense. Is when he was in the pocket, is you could tell he was working through his progressions. And yes, he threw the high interceptions, which is fine, but the interceptions he threw were timing ones where it's you just got to get it further out in front of him and it's there. The one I kind of argued the most, so it's that's just a terrible throw, is the one that he overthrew Jefferson over top and the safety picks it from behind. Is he just put a little too much on the ball. He's got to get it over the linebackers and DB sitting underneath, and he just put a little too much on it, and it sailed. But what I'm looking at is what we've been harping on JJ this entire time is his fundamentals as a quarterback. His going through the progression, setting the feet as he throws, feeling the pocket, getting the ball out quick enough because you don't have the time. Now, Brosmer in this one game averaged pass or a throw time of 2.44 seconds. Right? JJ is averaging 2.9, half a second longer. And it's that's all we've been asking for JJ to do is that half second, because we're all sitting there going, throw it. And then he's still holding it. And Brosmer is getting rid of the ball. Now, I do think that like if you gave him a chance and you put him back in there and he starts to figure out his timing to Jefferson, Addison, and Naylor, I think he would be better than JJ.
I'm not seeing it.
He did all the things we want JJ to do. Brosmer did,
except for like not throw interception.
Except he threw twice as many interceptions in a game than JJ averaged.
Right. But
he's
it's
Nick
the point
Mullins.
of like everything we've been harping on with JJ is that he's not doing these fundamental quarterback things. Brosmer was doing all these fundamental quarterback things, and yes, he threw interceptions, but I'm going to chalk that more up to unfamiliarity with what your receivers are actually capable of in a game. Aside from the flip one, I got nothing on that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm finding it hard to find anything positive about his performance. 126 yards.
He kept going back out and he kept trying.
All I gotta say is I'm 1 for 1 on my anticipated quarterback greatness because Bo Nix is doing one hell of a job.
I almost wish we drafted him now.
There's a small part of me that wishes we did.
Yeah.
I think he might have been better for KOC than
So Sean Payton's I goaded them into JJ.
Yeah, he's actually sounding like he's right now.
He's not sounding like an idiot like he was.
I have always liked Bo Nix more than JJ.
He's just more mature, I think. I think there's a maturity that
he literally is older than him by like 4 years.
Yeah. Well, that was the knock on him from me, is that he's already like, isn't he at his peak already because he is older
when he was drafted?
Yeah. Well, 25. They turned
25.
26 before season started. But Bo Nix, I mean, he's so on that it's like his analysis of the game. And then like I just loved his final drive Sunday night, drops back into the pocket, and he just casually stands there like, yeah, what's going on, guys? Yeah, here.
Like literally yards. we watch him, we're like, did he like feel any pressure?
Like that overtime drive?
It was just like a casual, like, okay, I've got the ball, where am I going? Okay, we're going there. And it was pretty great.
I mean, that overtime drive looked like he'd done it 1,000 times.
Mm-hmm.
There's just a level of maturity in Bo Nix that's far above what anything the Vikings has.
Bo Nix.
But yeah, I mean, I'm still gonna stick by the way that Brosmer looked in this game is I liked the way he looked better than JJ does currently.
He didn't look like a deer in headlights. He just
what might have helped?
Plays.
You know what might have helped him? How about running the ball?
I know.
We don't know how to do that.
16 carries to 30 passes.
Yeah.
With a kid out there who's never done this before, who's an undrafted free agent.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know KOC likes to throw the ball.
I don't understand the game plans.
It's the old, the old thing. Insanity, right? Insanity's doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result.
Yeah.
That's what KOC's doing right now.
Yeah.
I don't care how bad you are as a quarterback, you're throwing 30 times today. I don't care if we're averaging 4+ yards a carry on the ground. We're only going to run the ball 20 times maximum today. Can't win that way. Not with this team. You don't have the quarterback that can throw 30 times.
No.
Kirk Cousins isn't your quarterback anymore.
I mean, what's frustrating is that the Seahawks didn't even need to rush 4 guys to get pressure.
Nope.
They rushed 3 on 5 separate plays and still forced Brosmer out of the pocket. How does that happen?
Our offensive line has been atrocious.
And it's not like they're facing Parsons or Myles Garrett. Like, they're not facing, like, Seattle has good defensive linemen, but they're not the top 5 guys in the league. There's no way that 3 guys should be able to get pressure on a quarterback against 5.
Wasn't that their first shutout in like 10 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's great. Awesome. Great job.
Lila's gonna come in and say hello.
Lila's back.
I love you.
Lila was on for the pregame show, so you guys missed her. Good night, Lila.
Good night.
Good night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, our offense is dismal. As I said last week, not only is the team bad, they're not even interesting to watch.
No.
Yeah.
But I stopped watching. What did I do? I stopped watching and started making dinner.
Yep. Second quarter.
No, it was the beginning of fourth, but
it
was not worth watching.
No. It really, like, the entire team, like even our top guys, just look out of it.
I will say,
Rosmer didn't get help from his receivers. Were his throws great? No, but JJ should have caught at least 2 of those passes.
The defense was pretty good.
Should we transition to the defensive segment then? Because I'm tired of this offense right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The defense wasn't bad. They allowed 1 touchdown.
Yeah.
And up until, I mean, in reality, up until the late into the third quarter, they were giving our offense a chance to win. They shut down one of the top performing offenses to like their worst game of the year.
Yeah, Sam was not good. Darnold was not good at all.
No. And I feel like while this game was abysmal, they didn't do bad. I think just it gets to the point by the end of the game, it's just hard when your offense is 3 and out. Oh, maybe we'll have a drive of more than 3. It's hard to keep going. And they didn't allow a touchdown until the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
So a shining star, Mr. Dallas Turner.
Yeah, he's
been
it's getting better.
Amazing. He's
our best draft in that draft. He's our best pick in that draft.
Of the last 3 games, he is one of the best edge rushers in the NFL. Although his pressures, his sacks, he is one of the best in the NFL.
That was when they moved up to get him. I loved that pick. I did not, and I've said this before, I didn't love picking McCarthy. I thought it was, well, we need a quarterback again, and all the good ones are gone. Let's take what's left. Let's Christian Ponder this draft, and that's what they did. You know.
Well, and I was listening that, like, obviously Dallas Turner wasn't intended to be picked, and they were going to use those picks to try and get up to get a better quarterback. So, I mean, why not? With all of the stuff we have and the fact we were going to do it anyways to get a quarterback, we got a quarterback. I mean, why not get one of a really great defender in the draft? So I'm really glad they picked him up. He did really well. He's a shining star of an abysmal game.
He keeps getting better. Every week he's improving. And I have some people good people out there who weren't thrilled with getting him in the draft. They didn't want Turner. And I thought that was a little bit odd. I said, well, this guy played at one of the top programs in college and he was really good there, but okay. And I just sat back and I said, I'm going to watch him develop. You know, someone said he was dirty in college. I don't know. I didn't watch a lot of Alabama football.
I didn't either.
I just knew in the games I saw him play, he was very good. And I thought, if you're going to get one of the top defenders out of Alabama in the first round, yeah, I'm all in on that.
Yep. That's it. Yeah.
But again,
the SEC.
The defense, what do we say this every week too? The defense wasn't bad. But they
were good though. They were good. They were good until like the halfway through the third quarter.
How many turnovers did we get this week? 1.
It's more than last week.
More than the last like 5 weeks.
And they're consistently getting put into bad situations.
Yeah, they were fine.
They're 3 and out, or it's like one drive and one play in an interception. So, like, you have to give them some grace in the fact that they allowed 1 touchdown when the offense had 4 turnovers.
Yeah, they got good pressure on Darnold too.
And they were in his head.
Yeah.
They had him rattled. JSN, worst game of the year.
They were fine.
So
based on what the offense did, yeah.
What I liked is that that massive donut hole in the middle that we were talking about. That was filled by none other than Hitman Harry.
Gotta love that man.
I don't know if it was hey, this got called out and guys have been picking us off here the entire season and last year. So let's put somebody here in the middle. Did it work to stop them all the time? No, but they weren't wide freaking open.
Nope. No, they only allow 130 passing yards, something like that. I think it was 128 yards passing allowed. You're going to take that every week.
Oh, for sure. Yep.
So they were a shining light. Obviously, they didn't shut it out, but at the same time, they just got put into really bad situations.
19 points against that offense. That's with where you're at for the season and where you had been, is holding them to 19. I felt is good.
And they had some short fields too, thanks to the turnovers. So it's not like I think I brought this up on the show before. I'd love to see defenses graded on how many yards they in front of them that they allow. In other words, if the team has to drive 95 yards and you give up 50 yards, like 50 over 95, whereas if they have to go 40 yards and you only give up 20, that's actually better defense, but in the end, you probably give up more points. You know what I mean? Like, how much of the field are you really defending? How well are you holding them from picking up as many yards as possible? I'd like to see a stat like that.
That would be a good stat.
That would be a good stat.
Here's what they have. Well, what's better, giving up 60 yards when they have to go 95 or giving up 20 when they only have to go 40? Like, I'll take. Yeah, I'd say the 20 is better.
So, it's a huge difference of saying, oh, well, we gave up 20 yards, but they started on our 40, so they kicked a field goal.
Right.
Or, well, we gave up 20 yards, but they started on their 30, and now they're punting.
Right. There's got to be some kind of stat like that. I would love to see it pop up to show the efficiency of your defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's pick our 3 stars on this abysmal game. Cora, who's your first star?
Dallas Turner.
She said it like 4 different times.
Yeah, I knew you'd pick Dallas Turner.
Yeah.
He was awesome. He
He's
did
a rising star.
He was a shining light.
Yeah.
5 tackles, 4 solo, a couple of sacks, 2 tackles for loss. That's a solid game.
Yeah.
That's all you ask out of a guy like Dallas Turner. And he was great.
And he needed it.
Yep. Okay, Dan.
I'm going to go with Hawkinson. 6 targets, 6 receptions, 98 yards. It's the best game of the season for him so far. And it's I came on a really bad offensive night, but it was good to see him, be consistent, at least with Brosmer, and catching the balls to support a rookie quarterback.
It was nice to see him produce, although he was the only one who did.
Yeah, but it's when nobody else is he stepped up. Well, it wasn't enough, but you can't win a game by yourself.
No. Well, I was going to almost jokingly pick Ryan Wright in this game because that's how it's gone with his two punts inside the 20 and a 60-yarder, but I'm not going to do that.
Do it.
Mr. Wilson is at it again. Another fantastic game.
He was a menace.
11 tackles, 8 solo, a sack, and a tackle for loss. as good an effort as you can ask out of these guys who are on the field an awful lot anymore. It's a pleasure having him back in Minnesota. He's one of the bright spots on an otherwise dismal team.
Yes. I was happy with that signing. I was excited with that signing. I always really liked him.
Now, moving into another wonderful week of X Factor work. I took Theo Jackson, who just wasn't there. Literally nothing. Absolutely nothing.
How many snaps did he play?
I don't know, but he did nothing. Like, he's not even on the stat sheet.
Who'd you pick again? Naylor?
Addison,
5 catches, 36 yards. Nothing to write home about. I don't want to give a winner this week because your guy, Cora, actually had 9 tackles. He didn't even make double digits, and that's what he's been averaging. And we did talk about this last week.
You guys talked about it. I did not.
For him to be an X factor, he really has to go above and beyond what he normally does. He actually went below what he
normally does.
I didn't say anything like that.
But you were outvoted.
That's fine.
You were voted. So
that's fine.
I will leave it to you. I will leave it up to everybody on the team because we are a team. Do we award a winner this week, or do we say no winner?
This is the most no winners in a season.
That would be 2.
2.
At 2.
God, this team.
If we go with a no winner.
Or we could leave it up to Bob. Bob's still with us.
Bob, are you still with us? Do we award me?
You underperformed.
Addison underperformed. What are we talking about? Everyone underperformed.
Nobody we took was good enough to get a win this week.
I think we push it to next week.
Okay.
That's kind of where I'm going with this.
Bob, you think we push it to next week?
Bob probably fell asleep on us.
Oh, he responded yes, but I wasn't sure what the yes was in reference to.
Yeah, we asked multiple questions.
Oh, okay. Yes, what, Bob? Do we push it to next week? No winner, or do we award Cora for an underperforming Blake Cashman?
Well, I had an underperforming Addison.
So
I had somebody who didn't show up, so I'm not going to even bother.
I say we can push it to next week. That's fine.
All right, so I think that leaves us at what? Me with 4, Dan with 3, and Cora with 2 still?
Award! You saw it. You see it.
Bob, you suck, Bob. Bob, let me just talk to you about what an X factor means. An X factor is somebody who performs.
Bob has heard us.
Bob plenty. is maybe he just feels sorry for me because I'm the loser.
At least when Dan took Jets last year, he actually did go above normal when we gave it to Dan. We're going to award a Blake Cashman for underperforming his norm.
Yeah.
If we're going
to Bob seals the deal. I say we go vote.
Corey, you're now tied with Dan for second. With 3 wins.
Hey, you're not just tied with me for second. You're tied with me for last. High five.
Yeah, but you're only one behind me now. Because I have been bad lately. This is how it was last year. I started out real hot and I can't come up with it. All right. Well, since we just awarded Cora for her wonderful pick, who are you going to pick this week, Cora?
Thank you, Bob.
Cora, who do you got? Who's your X factor for this upcoming contest?
Honestly, I don't even know. I don't think we have one. I'm gonna go with no X factor.
You have to pick one.
No, I'm just cranky.
You can't lobby for a win with Blake Cashman last week.
No, I'm not going to. I'm gonna go. I mean, I want to go Naylor. because I feel like maybe there might be different vibes now. I feel like I could go with Dallas because he's my favorite, but is he going to have, who are we against this week? I don't even know.
Washington.
Oh, defense. Is Grenard back? I'm going to go with Dallas Turner. I'm going to go with Bob. We're going to go with Dallas Turner. That's a good one.
That's a good one. I was going to take him, actually.
Is Grenard back?
Yeah, he's there. He played last week.
I know, but is he injured? Because isn't Darrisaw back on the on and off injured list?
Yeah, Darrisaw went back on, I think.
All right, we're doing Dallas Turner.
Bob's just doing everything for you this week.
Thank you, Bob.
Bob's giving you who to pick. He awarded you a win, a bogus win. I mean a win.
I gotta take him when I can take him.
Well, all right. I'm gonna pull a Cora.
Cashman? Oh,
Eric Wilson.
Let's go.
I want to see him do it again.
Oh, I think he will.
So I'm going to take Eric Wilson this week as my X factor. He's come on pretty strong lately. They're going to need, if you know, we pretty much pick defense anymore for our X factors because the offense is so bad.
Offense is so bad.
But yeah, I'm taking Eric Wilson. I was going to take Turner anyway, but since you took him, Wilson was my number 2. So Eric Wilson this week. Who do you got, Dan?
Despite your guys' woes against the offense, I'm actually going to go Addison.
You're not going to go like Hawkinson?
Not going to go Hawkinson.
Addison again.
I'm going Addison again.
Okay.
Addison's your go-to guy.
Addison and Naylor.
Yeah, you alternate between our WR2 and 3.
Yeah. I mean, it's one that I think. So I was looking at stats real quick here. Washington, in the last 3 games, Washington is ranked 28 in pass yards per game given up.
So you're saying JJ has a chance?
I'm saying JJ has a chance to do something.
Okay.
Last game they were 31st and gave up 315 yards. Second to only in front of Kansas City, who gave up 320. So I'm going Addison.
Your logic works fine.
And that's how I function, is logically.
Your logic is fine.
Yeah.
It's the ability of our quarterback that might throw it out the window.
Yeah.
Correct.
But okay, here's my thought.
But
and
JJ does not have a connection with Jets.
No.
So
let me just throw this out there. It's going to be a controversial take. Okay, it's controversial take.
We're all in on controversy.
I think there is a possibility that Adam Thielen was not good for the locker room because he went to Carolina and not great. After he left, they're doing pretty good now. He's back here, and like I said something in the first Voyage video that I don't know, it just felt weird. The vibes were weird. Like he was going up and maybe it was just that he was performing for the video or something and whatever. But even on the sidelines, when he got super heated and aggressive about that call, that was pretty obvious that he was in the wrong. And I'm just like, this is not the Adam Thielen of old. And I sort of think that he might not have been good for the locker room.
It's an interesting thought.
Because he kind of came back and he wanted to be in Minnesota for his last season. And then all of a sudden he's like, oh no, I want to be more involved in my last season. So I just think that he, in my opinion, I just think that he was maybe not the best locker room guy. And he kind of came in with an already established locker room, and maybe he tried to like come in and take it over as like the old guy, but like none of the people there besides like JJ were like remembered him kind of thing. So like he couldn't be the captain leader that he used to be because he left. Or like Harrison is like always the captain leader. Bob, he also never caught the ball. So like you can't keep throwing the ball to someone who's not catching it.
Yeah, his hands aren't what they used to be.
No. So I'm thinking I'm gonna maybe say that maybe he wasn't great for the locker room coming back. And maybe things will turn around to the next game.
I'll also say this. As guys get older, when you're not winning, they get cranky.
Yeah.
Because they know that they only have so much time left.
Mm-hmm.
So he may have come back thinking, hey, we have a pretty good team. I think we can win with this team. When things went south, so did his attitude.
Like, cut it loose. I'm done. So,
like, I can't do this anymore.
I think he's kind of burning a few bridges, in my opinion, with a lot of Vikings fans. Like, they're like, oh, yeah, we didn't utilize him. But at the same time, like I don't want to compare him to Harrison Smith, but like Harrison Smith has been with the Vikings the entire time. And are they always amazing? No. But is he always a constant? Is he always hyping up the locker room? Is the defense always like, is he always a leader on the field? Yeah, because he's there. He's loyal. He's like ride or die.
Yeah.
You know, I think that when he came back and now that he's leaving, I think the vibes were off in the locker room.
It's possible.
So, I mean, what's the difference between that and a fair weather fan?
He's a fair weather Vikings, whatever. Fair weather Vikings loyalist. He only wants to be on the team when they're good.
It's possible. I mean, the letter he wrote when he was, about leaving, I thought it was good. I don't know if somebody wrote it for him, but it seemed like it was heartfelt. And
yeah, I mean, you always want to be on your childhood favorite team, but at the same time, like, I don't know. I just feel like there's going to be way more of a goodbye send-off and retirement send-off with Harrison Smith than there will be with him.
He stuck it out for the whole time. Yeah.
So.
I mean, there won't even be a send-off for him.
That's my controversial take, is that I think Adam Thielen's presence and persona in the locker room might not have been a good thing.
Mine is I don't think our head coach and our general manager get along all that well.
Oh.
I don't think they're on the same page at all.
That's fair.
I think Kwesi left us hanging with the draft without a quarterback. I don't think.
But wasn't JJ the quarterback that KOC wanted?
I don't know. It doesn't. I look at the interactions between those two guys, and he seems just so frustrated with McCarthy. So I don't know if he was the guy he wanted, but I see a lot of frustration coming out of him.
Yep.
I mean, I think any coach on the sideline would be frustrated with that.
Yeah, but we've seen O'Connell pull. He did it with Sam, right? Darnold would make a mistake. He'd pull him aside and say, "Hey, here's what you did wrong, but hey, go out there, and I know you'll be better next time."
Do you think JJ is KOC's Kirk to Zimmer?
That might be a good analogy. Like, I don't really, because I'm just not seeing him pulling the kid aside and saying, "Hey, all right, here's what you did, but here's what I know you can do better." I saw it early. Maybe he's at a point with him like, I don't think this kid's going to learn. I don't think he's listening. I can't deal with this anymore.
Maybe in the draft, KOC was like, we need all of these things, and I want you to go up, and I want you to make that deal. And at the last minute, Kwesi's like, oh, man, I can't give up that much. I don't want to make the deal. But it was in the grasp, and maybe they were going to get Drake May. And then Kwesi, final little bit, was like, no, man, I can't do it. And then everything that was going to be included, he then traded up and got Dallas Turner, and that's why he's frustrated. Because they could have had Drake May.
Or Bo Nix.
No.
You wouldn't have to trade up to get Bo Nix, though.
So
Bo fell into their lap. And he bypassed them. He had him.
Yeah.
That's what's maybe because they did trade up for their spot with JJ, and they traded up. So maybe all of those picks would have been what they needed to get Drake May.
So here's what I think is going on between KOC and JJ is I don't think JJ is performing in the games like they practice.
Fair.
Because I mean he becomes a different persona, like he says it himself. And
he needs to be a practice persona.
It's an entirely different game when you're in the stadium with fans blaring. And like we get that, but I don't think he's doing the same adjustments and corrections. He's not making the same reads as he is when he's in practice. Because I see a lot of KOC on the sidelines going, what are you doing? Like, why did you do that? Like, we never do that.
It's fair.
Like, we never practiced it that way.
Yeah.
We never make that read. We never make that adjustment. And I think that's leading into a lot of them butting heads because KOC is going like, I can't coach him. Like, he does it in practice, but then we get to a game and
it goes out the window.
Yep. Interesting stuff, right? I mean, when a team's not going well, it's easy when they're doing well. You can see everything clicks, but when they're not going well, the things you start to kind of pick out or think might be wrong, and we could be way off based on all of this.
Yeah, and they could just flat out suck.
I don't know. People with ADHD have pretty good intuition.
Yeah, we do.
So that was my controversial take that our GM and our head coach are not on the same page, and they may not be.
You know, I don't hate it.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Well, one of them should be gone at the end of this year, and I'm leaning towards the guy the guy who wears a suit on Sundays and not a baseball cap and a pullover.
The guy who wears a suit and basketball shorts for pictures.
Yeah, that's the guy. He's the guy. I think, and I was going to do some research as to who I think could take the job at GM, but I didn't have time, and I probably won't have time for next week either because I'm getting real busy with other things now. But I think they've got to start looking for somebody.
Yeah, a GM. We got to figure out a quarterback situation. I mean, Daniel Jones goes back on the market.
He hasn't been doing as great as he was in the beginning of the season.
Better than
but he'll be an upgrade over what we got on the roster right now.
Better than JJ. He can buy us some years.
Isn't Trevor Lawrence back on the market too?
What I still hate to see though is that as a team, we get this carryover quarterback, but like JJ's in the heart of his career.
No, he's not. JJ's in the very beginning of his career.
He's in the heart of it, like in the middle, the thick of it.
No, he's
like where he's not 22. Too old. No, sorry, not JJ Jets.
Oh,
sorry.
I was like, he's 22. He's a baby.
Yeah, Jets.
Okay.
This is Dan's new thing. It's not talking about baseball every episode. It's calling Jets JJ and confusing the heck out of Cora.
Yeah, I'm really good at it. Just
because I honestly, it took me a second, but it's like, oh, he's talking about Jets.
Yeah.
I was not on that. I was not on that.
Jets is in the heart of his career, where it's like he deserves a good quarterback. He deserves an above average quarterback because if he gets that, it's going to rocket him above stats.
Just imagine.
Yeah. We imagine a lot.
All right, John, take us back. I can't keep thinking about this.
All right, we can't. All right, let's go back. October 24th, 2019. We're talking some Thursday night football.
Let's go.
At the bank. Remember Dan Bailey when the Vikings signed Dan Bailey? Well, Dan Bailey. Dan Bailey was started the scoring with just over 5 minutes to go in the first. A 50-yard bomb field goal, perfect down the middle. Vikings up 3-0. Washington ties the game a minute into the second. 21-yard Dustin Hopkins field goal. Washington had the ball and the Vikings won 1st and goal after Xavier Rhodes pass interference on a 3rd and 4. Could not put the ball in the end zone. Tie game. Bailey would hit a second field goal, a 29-yarder with about 7.5 minutes to play in the half. Vikings take a 6-3 lead. And then just after the 2-minute warning, Hopkins hits another field goal, a 30-yarder. We're even at 6. 1:57 in play at that point. The Vikings then, in the next minute and 50 seconds, go down the field. Dalvin Cook, 4 yards on the ground, and the Vikings carry a 13-6 lead into the locker room. Cook also caught 2 screen passes on the drive, big ones that kept the drive alive. With about 8.5 minutes to go in the third, Dan Bailey makes his third field goal of the game, a 27-yard chip shot. Vikings up 16-6. Big play on the drive. Kirk Cousins to Stephon Diggs, a 39-yard pass from deep inside his own territory. 15 yards added on to that pass with a blow to the head on Diggs. So big pass play, takes the ball from the Vikings 4, I think. They go down and kick the field goal. Dustin Hopkins would make another field goal, his third field goal, a 43-yarder, with about 5 minutes left in the third. It's 16-9. On that drive, former Viking Adrian Peterson, 2 screen passes and a big run to help set up that field goal. Now, late in the third, the Vikings go for it on a 4th and 1 from their own 34. And Kirk, who for whatever reason just could never pick up that 1 yard, doesn't do it again. So the Washington takes over on the Vikings 34. On the second play, after the turnover on downs, Ant Harris picks one off on the Vikings 20. And Washington is turned away from any points. Then with about 10.5 to play in the game, Bailey makes his 4th field goal, this one from 40 yards out. Vikings go up 19-9. And then late in the game, on a 3rd and 19, Alexander Madison takes a handoff, goes for 25 yards, I believe it was. Big first down. The Vikings basically run out the clock from there. They turn the ball over on downs with 30 seconds to go. Final score, Minnesota 19, Washington 9.
Nice.
On the day, Kirk Cousins, 23 of 26 for 285 yards. Diggs was 7 catches, 143 yards. He did fumble in the first quarter to end a drive that would have ended in points. Dalvin Cook also 73 yards and receptions on the day. On the ground, Cook, 23 carries, 98 yards, and a touchdown. Madison, 13 carries, 61 yards. As a team, the Vikings, 38 carries, 161 yards. You don't see that anymore. Not with this coach. On defense, Harris's interception. The Vikings had 4 sacks. Shamar Stephan with a fumble recovery that killed that Washington drive after the Diggs fumble. And why did I pick this one? 2 reasons. Starting quarterback for the Washington football team in this game, Case Keenum. Case Keenum started.
Aww.
He did not last. He came out of the game. Haskins took over for him. I don't remember if it was an injury or inept play that got him taken out of the game.
Probably inept playing.
But why did I really pick this game? This was the last time the Vikings beat the Washington Redskins.
Yeah.
Right before the name change. So that was the last game they played them as the Redskins. Vikings win 19-9. That is this week's Valhalla Back.
I like it.
I enjoy it. Nice. A winning team.
I always enjoy when I can find footage of the game. Like significant footage to watch. Because there's stuff you don't remember from these games. And it's like, oh yeah. Like I forgot Case Keenum started that game. And that sometimes you forget Adrian Peterson even played for Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that.
All right, time for more unpleasantness. Last week's the score predictions. Cora took 24-13 Seattle. Dan was 42-20 Seattle, and I went with 31-9 Seattle.
We all were too optimistic on.
Yeah, we were way too optimistic about the Vikings offense in this game.
I don't know what I was thinking.
I thought we'd get some points. We got none.
Yeah.
So on to this week. Cora, what's your pick for this week?
I'm going to go 16-9.
Who?
Vikings.
At home. They only have 1 win at home this year. So.
I thought of this when you were talking, and I like in terms of vibes of the locker room. And the reason I wonder if this was another layer onto the Adam Thielen thing, but the offense in the first half was actually pretty scrappy. Like there was one play or a couple plays that I remember, but one specific one where they like threw the ball to Justin and then it like bounced off, but like Addison was right there and like jumping to catch it. And like I feel like they were all trying to make plays even if they weren't the person that the play was going to, which I feel like hasn't happened. They've all just kind of like given up a little bit. So, and I remember saying it to you, and I was like, oh, they're scrappy. Like this wasn't this thing with Justin Jefferson, or which, oh my God, now you have me. This wasn't a thing with JJ. So either it's JJ or it's Adam, and we're going to find out on Sunday.
Yeah, JJ is back for this game. He will be starting.
So, I would like to see them scrappy. So I'm going to go 16-9.
I wouldn't be surprised if Ritter gets bumped up to the QB2 for this game too.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on who gets bumped up. All right, Dan, what do you got?
17-10 Vikings.
So Dan's taking an ugly win. Do we know if it's Mariota or Daniels?
Oh, Daniels.
I thought Daniels they were talking about he possibly could come back. I don't know how, but I think it's going to be Mariota again. We all know how the Vikings perform against backup quarterbacks. Normally. Although they did kick the crap out of Cincinnati earlier this year.
As of 8 hours ago,
he won't be known until Friday.
Okay. Well, it doesn't matter to me. Whoever cooks, it could be Daniels or Mariota. 24.
If it were Daniels, we lose this game.
Oh, yeah.
If it's Mariota, we're going to lose 24-10. Washington.
All right.
Okay.
I do not believe at all in the offense. If they continue to throw more than they run, they will have almost no chance.
Maybe we could get a pick six this game.
That's probably how they get 7 of the 10, because I don't see the offense going down to score a touchdown. And the other 3 will come on a 62-yard field goal from,
I want to see them try to push his leg, like just at the end of a half. Like,
there's nothing to lose at this point.
We want to see it. Yeah. We want to see it.
Go for the record.
Like at 4-8, now you really see what you have, because it's hard to motivate guys to play when you're 4-8.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Xavier Scott saw more play time. So
yeah, you're looking at guys that are playing for jobs, and maybe the guys playing for jobs will really be like give you the effort. But there are guys that know that they have a job next year. They may be just almost mailing it in.
Oh, preservation, injury preservation.
Yeah. And that's what I want to see happen. What I want to see if it happens with this team now. This is a big week to see what we're going to get for the next, 5 games.
Yeah.
Will they play hard and try and win 9, or will they have packed it in already? And it's home too. So that's a big. If you're packing it in and you're playing at home in front of your own fans, you've packed it in.
If we lose again, can you imagine? They're gonna boo them, and I wouldn't be surprised if they like threw stuff on the field.
The only team left on the schedule that I think they can beat is the Giants.
Yeah.
Let's hope so.
The Giants can't even kick. I mean, the kicker kicked the ground. He kicked the ground.
Sometimes that's just hard.
He didn't even try to ground it. He just
have you tried to kick a football lately?
Yeah.
He kicked the ground.
I have.
He stubbed his toe in the ground.
You literally have one job. One job.
And it's to not kick the ground before you kick the
ball.
Yeah. But what the funny part about that game is going to be? The best quarterback on the field will probably be playing for the Giants.
Yeah.
Jackson Dart. It'll be Dart. Dart versus probably McCarthy unless he gets hurt again. But if it's not McCarthy, it makes it even more Dart. But the Vikings won't have the best quarterback on the field for the rest of the season.
I wish we would let Brasmer play a little more.
I'm glad he won't be playing anymore.
You need to let that go.
It's gonna be It's gonna be like Slaughter again.
Oh
I would rather see Desmond Ritter take the field.
So was I.
Slaughterhouse rules.
Yeah.
I would rather see Desmond Ritter on the field. 100%.
I'd rather see Brasmer.
If I have the choice, it's Desmond Ritter over Brasmer every day.
That's fine. I would rather see Brasmer.
Get out of here. All right. What's your question, John?
All right. Since it's the holiday season.
Love it.
When you went downstairs on Christmas morning and you went to your stocking, either something that was always in it or something that you always wanted to be in your stocking on Christmas morning.
An orange.
Was in it or we wanted in it?
Always was in it.
And we always end up in our children's stocking somehow.
Yeah. There's always an orange in our stocking.
Because the tradition for Dan's family is to do orange pancakes.
Yep.
Oh, so that because I know it's a tradition. I think it's a German tradition.
Yep.
How about me remembering some of the traditions of other countries?
There you
Good
go.
for you.
I learned something in school.
Yeah. Yep. So Santa brings St. Nicholas would bring an orange for everyone to share and bring apart and be a part of breakfast.
I like it. It's a very nice thing.
Mm-hmm.
Cora, what was always in your, or did you want in your?
I don't know. We always had.
What did Santa always bring you?
I don't know what was in my stocking, but I do know that there was one Santa gift that I never got. It's one of those like power cars, like those little like.
They don't fit in your stocking though.
I know, but I wanted a Santa gift. I don't honestly know what we had.
That's not the question, Cora. You know,
I don't even know if we had stockings.
You're really breaking traditions in the last 2 weeks, and I'm really like starting to wonder.
I don't know if we had stockings.
No?
I don't know.
You probably never opened it because you're worried about what was under the tree.
I mean, we usually had like chocolate, candy,
but
stuff.
Good chocolate or like sometimes
like good chocolate.
Yeah,
like,
sometimes it's like some parents put garbage chocolate in there.
No, like good chocolate.
Yeah.
Like Dove bars or like the big Dove.
Oh, wow.
Heads.
Yeah, that's a good.
Or like Lindt or.
Oh, the Lindt truffles. Yeah, they're always good.
Yeah. So we had stuff like that.
Okay.
I don't think we had. I don't know. I don't remember stockings. I feel like it was just candy.
No,
like
we always had them at home.
Like special candy that you didn't
we
know.
always had them.
What did you have, John?
What did Santa bring you?
Baseball cards.
Yeah.
Unopened packs of cards in my stocking all the time.
I like it.
I love it.
That was like the coolest thing to get too. And this is back before baseball cards had all the autographs and stuff in them. This is like just straight up cards.
Nice.
Yeah.
You're looking for your favorite players and everything. Yeah, it was a good time. All right. On to the Terry questions.
All right, go for it, Dan.
All right. Real tree or fake?
Real.
We have to have a fake one because of allergies in this house.
Oh.
And we're not having a tree this year because of the dog.
Fair.
He's still a pup and he's running around and we have ornaments we do not want broken. So probably no tree this year. But my preference, after having one in the house, real tree all the time.
Yep, we have a real tree.
Every year.
I don't mind cleaning up the needles. I don't mind watering it. I like the scent of the tree in the house. I just love a real tree. Nothing wrong with artificial, but real tree is the way to go.
Yep.
What? Right. Okay. Mine. What is your favorite holiday cookie?
Favorite holiday cookie?
Yeah. Got to bring some food into it.
Mexican wedding cake. or the Mexican wedding cookie.
Gingerbread.
Oh, okay.
A gingerbread. Now, D makes a chocolate chip bacon cookie that's really good.
Chocolate chip bacon?
Yeah, bacon, actual bacon in the cookie.
Yum.
Chocolate chip bacon. That's a newer one for us, and it's delicious.
Yum.
But I just like a gingerbread cookie, a straight up gingerbread. And I would prefer crispy.
Yeah.
Because some people like the soft gingerbread. I'm okay with it, but I prefer a crispy, like a crunchy gingerbread cookie.
Yeah. Okay. My favorite, and this isn't necessarily specifically a Christmas cookie, but my brother and I used to do a paper route when we were little, and there was always one lady on the paper route who would give us cookies right around Christmas time. And they are like, I'm thinking a very similar batter to like a Toll House batter, but with maraschino cherries.
I know the cookie.
Oh my.
Yep, I know the cookie.
They're so good. You should send me the recipe. Because we don't make them. I
don't have the recipe. I just know the cookie.
Vividly remember them. And I'm like, these are the best cookies ever. And we always would get them. And then she knew that I liked them more than my brother. So she'd give me a bag that had a few more cookies in it than him. They're the best.
Maraschino cherry is a tough cherry, boy. You got to either love them or hate them.
Dan hates them.
Yep.
I am not a fan.
He does not like anything cherry other than like actual real cherries.
Like the pitted cherries.
Yeah.
Like,
he doesn't like anything other than real pitted cherries.
Yeah.
But you like black cherries then, right?
No.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, they're pitted.
Like real cherries, not like black cherry flavor.
No, black cherries. Like
just the cherries.
Black cherries. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan. I love a black cherry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're worth the price.
Yep.
Maraschino cherry cookie. Nice.
They're delicious. All right.
All right.
Is that it?
I think that's it.
Did we finish under an hour with a mystery question?
I think I like the format. I like how we're just evolving the format.
Yeah.
When you get the question in and you're in under an hour, that's really good.
Yeah.
And everybody, the way this team has been playing, I think anybody who's still with us wants the question at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to listen to moans and groans, because you get that on every single podcast.
Everything else. There's only one podcast you get the Nostradamus question.
Only one.
One. If you find somebody else who's doing it, they stole it from us.
Yeah.
I love the question myself. I'm glad we had time for it tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe next week we'll have something more positive to talk about. Maybe McCarthy learned something during his concussion protocol.
Maybe the concussion is knocking all of the sense back in.
Next week, it's going to be a positive week because we're going to be 1 week closer to Christmas.
And that itself is well worth it.
It is.
We're playing a game on Christmas this year.
Yeah. Again.
Hopefully
they love to schedule Vikings on Christmas. I don't know why.
I don't either.
Because nobody's really going to watch.
Well, last time we played on Christmas was the disaster in New Orleans. So
yeah.
All right. See, we can't go there already. Dang it, Cora.
It's a wonderful rest of the year. Can I say that?
The off-season.
You can say whatever you want.
Did you see Bob's comment?
Bob misses the off season.
Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one. I missed the off season. I missed the hope that we had in the off season. Yes.
I was the only one that went into the off season pessimist, like 9-8.
Now that would be a godsend if we went 9-8.
9-8, like they win their last 5, go 9-8, miss the playoffs by a game, and get a crappy draft pick, and they still struggle next year.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Sounds about right.
That's okay. I'd rather them win. All right, let's go.
School.
Go.
School.